How to build an entire wardrobe with only 9 pieces. It may sound impossible, even reckless, but the truth is, excess is the quiet thief of elegance. 9 carefully chosen garments can do what 90 never will: reflect clarity, purpose, and timeless femininity. This video will prove it step by step. And don't miss the final reveal. It's the detail that makes this system feel truly unstoppable. Point 1. The rule of functional multiplicity. A wardrobe built on 9 pieces only works if every single garment pulls its weight. The secret is functional multiplicity. Each item must play at least 3 different roles in your daily life. Think of it as asking, can this piece speak in more than one voice? If the answer is no, it doesn't belong in your closet. The mistake many women make is buying clothes that only show up once. The sequin dress you wore to a friend's wedding, the blouse that looked good in the fitting room but never leaves its hanger, the trousers that fit only one pair of shoes. These one-occasion pieces quietly drain your space, your money, and your energy. Now imagine the opposite. A crisp white shirt that you wore with jeans at the cafe yesterday, and today, tucked neatly into a pencil skirt for a client meeting. Tomorrow, the same shirt is layered under a blazer with tailored trousers. The shirt didn't just serve you once, it reshaped itself to your rhythm. Your wardrobe is powerful not when it's crowded, but when every item adapts, transforms, and surprises you. That's when fashion becomes freedom. Point 2. One statement piece as identity anchor. Every wardrobe deserves a signature. One garment that feels unmistakably like you. Not a collection of dramatic items competing for attention, but a single, deliberate piece that anchors your style. It's the silk coat you reach for when the weather cools, or the patterned scarf that always finds its way into your suitcase. This isn't about decoration, it's about identity. The mistake so many women make is collecting too many statement pieces. A loud dress here, a bold print there, shoes that shine but never blend. The result? Dilution. Instead of creating recognition, the wardrobe becomes noise, hard to sustain, harder still to connect with. Research in social psychology confirms what instinct already tells us. People remember consistency more than abundance. A single, recurring signature makes you easier to recognize and easier to recall. It becomes your emblem, something others associate instantly with your presence. Identity in clothing doesn't come from volume. It comes from the quiet power of choice. By anchoring your wardrobe with one statement piece, you don't just wear clothes. You express a narrative that feels stable, familiar, and deeply personal. Point 3. The power of neutral color triads. One of the most liberating choices you can make for your wardrobe is limiting yourself to 3 core neutrals. Just 3. Not 7, not a rainbow. A focused palette creates harmony and makes every piece work seamlessly with the others. Think of beige, navy, and ivory, 3 shades that quietly speak the same language and never compete for attention. The challenge with too many colors is simple: overwhelm. An outfit starts to feel forced, mismatched, or worse, completely unworn. Studies in consumer psychology show that choice overload doesn't just affect shopping, it affects dressing too. When your wardrobe is full of conflicting hues, disfatigue sets in. Now picture yourself packing a carry-on for a quick trip. You fold each item, and instead of debating combinations, you notice something remarkable. Everything fits with everything else. The stress of what goes with what disappears, replaced by confidence that you can dress for work, leisure, or dinner without second-guessing. Simplicity in color isn't plainness. It's elegance with clarity. When your clothes live within a triad of neutrals, they don't just match. They create peace of mind, and that peace translates into presence wherever you go. Point 4. Texture over quantity. True richness in a wardrobe doesn't come from having more pieces. It comes from depth, and depth is created through texture. A single silk blouse, a wool cardigan, a linen dress, or a cotton shirt each tell a different story. Put together, they transform 9 simple garments into something that feels abundant, layered, and endlessly interesting. The common trap is buying too many items made from similar flat fabrics. You may end up with a row of polyester tops that look slightly different but feel the same. The result? Repetition without reward. Variety in numbers but not in experience. The alternative is smarter and far more satisfying. By curating different textures, your clothing naturally feels multidimensional. Silk whispers luxury. Wool carries warmth and weight. Linen brings air and ease. Cotton grounds everything with familiarity. These aren't just materials. They are moods you can wear depending on the day. And there's a psychological edge here too. Texture engages the senses. It's tactile, grounding, and emotionally satisfying in a way quantity can never replicate. The richness of life is not measured in more things, but in deeper layers, and your wardrobe should reflect exactly that. Point 5. Seasonal adaptability. Hidden in layering. 9 pieces can take you through the entire year if you understand the art of layering. The trick isn't about owning more clothes, it's about allowing the same clothes to adapt as the seasons change. When layering is intentional, a single garment transforms again and again, making your wardrobe both resilient and timeless. The mistake many women fall into is buying entirely separate wardrobes for each season. A pile for summer, another for winter, transitional pieces scattered in between. The result? Clutter, expense, and the quiet stress of managing it all. The smarter path is strategic layering. A lightweight turtleneck slips under a summer dress, carrying it gracefully into cooler months. A long cardigan draped over a simple blouse instantly prepares it for winter air. The same silk scarf that protected you from the breeze in spring can be tucked under a coat in autumn for warmth. The benefits reach beyond fashion. Layering saves money, clears mental space, and creates stylistic continuity that feels like your identity, steady and unbroken. In the end, adaptability in clothing reflects adaptability in life. It's the quiet strength that keeps us centered, no matter the season. Point 6. Psychological comfort pieces. The reset garment. Every woman needs one garment in her wardrobe that serves as an emotional reset. Not something flashy, not something reserved for special occasions, but a piece that feels like a quiet refuge when life weighs heavy. This is your reset garment, the one that restores balance and steadies you when nothing else seems to. Too often, clothing is chosen purely for presentation. The priority becomes how it will look to others, while the question of how it feels to you is neglected. The result is a wardrobe that performs outwardly but doesn't nourish inwardly. A smarter perspective is to honor both. It could be a soft knit dress that drapes without judgment, or an oversized shirt that gives you space to breathe. When chosen with elegance in mind, comfort doesn't mean compromise, it means restoration. Science supports this truth. Studies on clothing psychology reveal that comfort wear can lower stress markers in the body, reducing cortisol levels and creating genuine physiological calm. That calm, in turn, renews confidence. The lesson is simple. True elegance isn't just external polish. It is inseparable from inner peace. A wardrobe that restores you from within will always carry you with grace on the outside. Point 7. Cross-context versatility. Work, leisure, evening. For a 9-piece wardrobe to succeed, every item must move fluidly across the different contexts of your life. Clothes should not be locked into categories of work or weekend. Instead, they should respond to you, ready to serve whether the day takes you to a meeting, a cafe with friends, or an evening dinner. The error many women make is drawing rigid lines. A closet full of office attire sits untouched on weekends, while leisure clothes rarely cross into professional spaces. This division doubles the number of garments, but halves their usefulness. Smarter design comes from versatility. A single skirt can belong to every setting, paired with a blouse and blazer for the office, worn with sneakers and a simple top for brunch, then styled with heels and a silk scarf for evening. One garment, 3 voices, each one authentic. The benefit is not only financial, it's psychological. When your wardrobe is built for fluidity, you reduce the mental load of dressing for varied days. Life feels lighter because clothes aren't a barrier. They're an ally. When one wardrobe serves all parts of your life, you carry less but live far more fully. Point 8. The silent authority of tailoring. Tailoring is the quiet force that gives a wardrobe its authority. You may own only 9 pieces, but if each one is shaped to honor your body, the effect is immediate and undeniable. Fit has the power to make even the simplest garment look intentional, polished, and commanding. The common mistake is focusing only on style while ignoring fit. A beautiful dress or blazer loses its impact if it hangs awkwardly or pulls in the wrong places. Without tailoring, clothes wear you. With tailoring, they become an extension of you. The truth is, tailoring doesn't require extravagance. Even affordable pieces can be elevated by a skilled adjustment. Hemlines corrected, shoulders softened, waist shaped. These subtle changes transform clothing into something that looks made for you. And in a sense, it is. Psychological studies back this up. Research in fashion perception shows that tailored garments are consistently rated as more competent, more refined, and more trustworthy. This is not vanity, it's communication. Tailoring, in the end, is a language of respect. Respect for yourself, for the way you present your story, and respect for those you meet by showing them care through detail. Point 9. One accessory that rewrites every look. The final secret to a 9-piece wardrobe is the accessory that rewrites every look. One well-chosen piece can shift the mood of an outfit in an instant, proving that transformation doesn't come from excess, but from intention. The mistake many women make is collecting too many bags, layers of jewelry, or countless belts. Instead of elevating the wardrobe, the abundance dilutes it. Accessories lose their impact when they fight for attention. The smarter path is simplicity, a single timeless piece used with care. It might be a silk scarf that carries stories, a structured belt that sharpens every silhouette, or an heirloom brooch that becomes a conversation wherever it's worn. Think of the same black dress. With a scarf loosely tied, it feels relaxed and casual. With a belt cinched at the waist, it looks professional and ready for the office. Add the brooch, and it transforms into evening elegance. The dress didn't change. The accessory changed everything. The insight is clear. Less becomes more powerful when the more is chosen with meaning. One accessory, worn with intention, gives your wardrobe the power of endless reinvention. Bonus point. The 9th piece that no one expects. For those still here, I want to share something special, the true 9th piece of this wardrobe. It isn't clothing at all. It is the discipline of restraint. This is the piece that holds everything else together. Restraint is what keeps 9 from becoming 90. It's the quiet strength that allows you to say, this is enough. Without it, even the best system unravels into clutter and fatigue. With it, your wardrobe becomes not just a collection of garments, but a reflection of clarity and purpose. Your ability to choose restraint is the invisible garment you wear every day. It is the unseen layer that makes each outfit feel intentional, dignified, and free of excess. And those who embrace this principle belong to a circle of women living with wisdom, women who know that less can truly mean more. If you've reached this point, I'd love for you to comment one word: clarity. That word will be our quiet bond, a reminder that we walk this journey together. Share the 9 pieces you would choose for yourself, and let's learn from each other's wisdom. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this video spoke to you, please give it a like. It truly helps our community grow. Subscribe for more daily wisdom on living with clarity and style, and share this with a friend who values elegance and calm. Another video is waiting on your screen. I'll meet you there tomorrow.